Hello everyone, JamieStarr here for the New World News Network. I wanted to go over this little graphic that had been floating around on Facebook and to kind of talk on some of the comments that were being left on it. As you can see, the numbers break down, pretty self-explanatory. I don't need to read them out to you. But, so it shows you actually have a 0.0102 so on chance of getting killed by a gun. As long as you don't hang out in the hood, plan on committing a crime, or are not planning on committing suicide. And I think this is something I wanted to cover because my first videos on this channel were actually talking about the gun problem and the leftists trying to take the guns, them actually being the terrorists. Now we see how they're working in coordination with the terrorists by not even wanting to speak about this as a terrorist act. Obama says this is an American issue. This is not homegrown terrorism. That's the angle they're pushing. And it's so crazy. Like, I saw Ben Shapiro had a tweet out where he was like, reasons for the Orlando attack, and it was like Christian homophobia, gun culture, and it was anything but Islam. And that's how the media and the leftists are dealing with this. And so when I would see the comments on this, one of the comments being said was, if you don't go to the hood, some people are just in the hood, they're trapped, that's so racist. And it's like, listen, I'm from the hood. Like, as I said in the video I just did, like, the city I live in is, like, right behind Chicago and Detroit as far as most people getting murdered. And I hate to tell you this, you know what neighborhoods not to go in when it gets dark out. There are right sides of town, and there are shitty parts of town. This is not, the hood is not a megalith of a city. There are safer parts and there are not safer parts. There are times where it is safer than not safer. This perspective removes all agency and responsibility from people. The other comment I kept seeing, which I think this is the cutest thing ever, is people from Britain and people from other parts of Europe trying to tell us that America has such a gun problem and it's so bad. And in reality, if America didn't have guns, we would still be living under the rule of Britain. And you know what? The only good things Britain has ever given to the world are a handful of bands and America. And America was a giant experiment in not being British. So you really have no room to talk. And wasn't like one of your parliament members shot last week? I mean, how is it cognitive dissonance? Like, what is the term for this? Where you're so stupid that you'll go to someone and say, you guys have guns, you're not safe, yet we have like 10 times lesser violent crime rates. You have every 4 minutes in Britain someone's getting stabbed. That doesn't happen in America. You know why? Because you might try to stab someone and then they might pull out a gun. There was this thing in the South called Southern hospitality where you were basically had to be polite because everyone had a gun. So if you weren't like, yes sir, yes ma'am, if you didn't carry yourself like a proper person, you might get shot. And personally, I love the sounds of that. I think it would be great. I think it would restore a little law and order to things without the law actually needing to get involved. So there's that whole aspect. Then okay, let's put Britain on the side. They're off in a little island. Let's talk about the rest of Europe for a bit. Sweden, rape capital of Europe. France, how's that Bataclan theater for you? Oh, Charlie Hebdo? Oh, are we having a selective memory problem? Because it really starts to seem like the bad guys have the guns and none of the good guys do. And somehow that's safer. See, doesn't add up much to me. What about Mexico? Mexico's interesting because, in Mexico, the drug cartels are the only ones with the guns. And for some reason, they still prefer to use machetes at times. So, safer? No. That's why America has an immigration problem, because Mexico's a shithole, and Mexicans want to get away from it. So, safer. So, if you ask me, does the USA have a gun problem? No. We have a dumb problem. There's plenty of dumb people, but from the looks of it, there's plenty of dumb people in Britain and Europe and everywhere else in the world. We have a dumb problem. The dumb problem is greater than the gun problem. And I guarantee if we fix the dumb problem, some of whatever gun problem might exist might be resolved. So, that's the takeaway. Dumb problem, greater than gun problem. Have a good day, everyone. Subscribe, check the links below. Leave some comments. Do your thing.